cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Alrighty. Hello, guys. Welcome into Savage Sunday. We have a great lineup for you tonight. We're about to get some cards in the air here. I think we're missing our table mic here.
This is you.
Mm-hmm.
This is a table mic.
And we are getting our table mic set up, guys, and we are going to have action any second here. About to kick off. That is Rosey right there in the blue hoodie. He is from Next Gen Poker, and this is their weekly meetup live stream game, Savage Sunday. We're going to be playing some 2-5 with a $1,500 cap, as they do every week. And we've got... Oh, shoot. Sorry about that, guys. Just getting things situated here in the booth to get started. There in the orange hoodie in the 9 seat, that is Mr. Aaron. I have to give him a special shout out. He had a deep run this week at the Choctaw tournaments that are going on right now. 4th place, and that was good for over $4,000 for him. So congratulations, Aaron, on the final table, and super deep run. Many more to come, I'm sure, and maybe he will be able to spin that into tonight, produce another big cash game win directly off of that tourney victory. Okay, sounds good. Sorry, guys, we're just finalizing everything here, and we're going to have cards in the air any second. And as I was mentioning earlier, we got a great lineup tonight. There in the 4 seat, that is DFS Brat, as he likes to go by. A returner here to the Next Gen stream. And there in the 5 seat, that is Benji. Also a returning cast member. Looks like we're going to have some new faces tonight as well. And cards are in the air here, guys. Let's get started. And here we go. We got us some graphics. Let's go. All right, guys. So we got cards, and we got Benji kicking it off with a little EP open here with the King Jack off to get us started. And looks like we're going to have some action. We got multiple playable hands here behind him. Snoopy's going to call with the 5s. And Bobby going to take a nice little 3-bet spot right here. He's in the small blind. I bet if he's in the big blind, he might be more inclined to just call here, but when
give me just a second.
When you still got that big blind left to act behind you, kind of incentivizes you to take the squeeze spot yourself. And sorry about the technical difficulties here, guys. We are trying to get this off of the ground. We have just gotten started on the cards, and once we're rolling here, we're going to be rolling for the rest of the night. We got 4 hours of live stream action coming your way. The audio.
You get the table audio in 15 minutes.
Cool, perfect. Other than that, we're rolling. And he's just talking about the table audio there. All right, Eric was there in the booth helping us get this all rolling, guys. Sorry about the delays. We are going to have table mics soon, so it's just going to be me and you for now watching some poker together. And it's going to be fun to see how much that table mic coming on kind of influences the vibe of what we got going here. But Whatever, guys. It's just me and you right now. We're about to watch some poker. It is Savage Sunday, and it is Mr. Rosey, the lone next-gen member that's here tonight. Frankie, he is off traveling. See ya, Frankster, off to Asia, going on a beautiful 2-week trip, I believe is what he said, with his family. So that is going to be a lot of fun. Good luck, Frankie. Have a good time. And we'll talk more about that as the night goes on, I'm sure. So, all right, let's get into this hand real quick, and then I'll go back to what the boys are up to, as Rosey has started off the night the right way. There's $230 in the middle, and he's got a flush. That's a good place to be. So we do go to showdown here. So this is interesting. Maybe somebody bet like a little $5 min bet there. Is that what happened? And then... oh, guys, maybe I'm lost here. To me, that looked like Rosey had a flush right there. And I'm sorry, maybe I misread the cards, or maybe the graphics were off on that one. I'm not sure. But pot right there goes to the 1 seat to start the night. And I'm going to bounce back to the boys here, which is to say, there's Mr. Frankie, speak of the devil, showing up in...
He folded pre-flop.
Okay.
It was just...
Gotcha. Okay, so we were off there. Sorry, guys. We had Rosey folded pre-flop there and was not in to make that flush on the end. So that's my bad on misreading what was happening in the rest of the action. And we'll have the graphics fixed going forward here. So anyway, Mr. Frankie, what's up, buddy? He says good luck to all the new faces tonight. Frankster, we're waiting on that table mic to come in, buddy. Right now, it's just me and... some chat pro vibes here, so you guys light up the chat for me. Let's have some fun. Just going back to where the boys are at. Frankie traveling with his parents, as we mentioned, to Asia. That's going to be a blast. Tell him where you're going, Frankie. And then Jello, I believe he is actually with his family tonight as well. So we got Rosey, the lone next-gen member, joining us. And that's okay, because we're going to have a lot of action from some new faces that we haven't seen before, as well as some returners. And right there in the 6th seat, wearing the Dallas Cowboys hoodie, I believe that's what that is, and the sunglasses, that is Mr. Marshall, who is sort of a emerging local legend, a phrase that I like to use. And Marshall, although young, has had many appearances both on streams and in big spots live here in the local DFW area, playing in some big tournaments, and I've seen him play some big cash games too. He is fearless, and I guarantee you that tonight we are going to see some epic spots with Marshall. I am really looking forward to that. Okay, so Frankie saying he is going to Japan, Thailand, and Taiwan. Wow, that is like the trip of a lifetime right there, buddy. Enjoy it. Soak it in. Be in the moment. That's the best advice I can give you. And here we go. We're off and running with Marshall opening +1. He's got the King 10 offsuit. A little bit loose, but why not? It's 2 Broadway cards. They can make a straight and 2 different flushes. You got to get in there. We got Tito on the button making the call. Seems great to me. He's got suited cards that can also make a straight several different ways, actually. He's in there. And we got DFS. He's in there too. He's getting a prize. He already has the big blind out there. And we're going 3 ways to the flop here of Jack, Jack 5. Kind of bricks for everybody. Just some backdoor draws, which will be interesting to see how they choose to play those out. And it looks like Marshall's going to check call. Probably has some devious thoughts if he gets a favorable turn or river card here. It does go check, check, and then brick on the end. And if it checks down, Marshall's going to win with the king high. Maybe he didn't expect that he would have the best hand and then get to showdown so often. Oh, nope, and Tito's not going to let it happen. He does decide to go ahead and bet here on the end. He takes the bet, check, bet line, which I think is kind of, even though it seems kind of counterintuitive, you might feel like that seems like a line that would be bluffed pretty often. But actually, I feel like it's kind of under bluffed. And maybe that's because people perceive it to be bluffed too often. So then they, in the moment, always feel like they're going to get called, and then it ends up getting under bluffed because of it. Who knows? And we're checking up here on the chat. GB, what's up, buddy? Giving Frankie some advices about the food scene over there in Thailand, it looks like. And Frankie's saying he thinks he might get to play a poker tournament. Nice, buddy. That'd be a blast. Good luck. All right, we got Aaron opening +3. And I'm guessing Marshall... I missed it, guys. I don't know if he limp called or if he was in the straddle. Oh, no, Aaron raised a 20. So Marshall must have limped and called, and then gets an excellent flop here. Could be a little bit battly. Aaron, yeah, he does take a stab and is going to try and rep something on this ace-high board. Marshall definitely not going anywhere here. He does just check call. I like that a lot. Your hand has a lot of strength, but after you check and then raise and then your opponent calls, now your hand absolute value goes way down, and you're instead now kind of hoping to improve your hand. So Marshall stays way ahead of Aaron's range, checks, and then, yeah, it is battly, guys, because it's an ace on the turn. Marshall makes trips, and Aaron going to use it to continue repping. This is probably an under bluff spot by me. I always think that they're going to think I don't have that many aces because now there's 2 of them out there, and that eliminates the possibility, but actually that's probably a mistake by me, and great play by Aaron right here. Wow. And now will he continue getting deeper into that concept by deciding to try and bet again here when the 3rd ace comes? And Marshall not going to give him the chance. He decides to donk lead, which is kind of crafty. Just expects, I guess, that Aaron's always going to check back since he knows he can't have the ace, or, you know, then thinks like all hands worse than that are going to check. So he decides just to lead and get what he can, and maybe occasionally induce a bluff raise by Aaron here, thinking that Marshall is leading with like a 10 or something to try and block. And Aaron just decides to call with the king high. That's a really interesting play right there. I don't know. It just feels like when Marshall leads that he probably doesn't have a bluff worse than king high very often. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the call there, but I like the fact that he went for the flop and the turn bet. River call I could go without. Feels like Marshall just always has at least a pair or something, but he looks him up. Just had to see at that price, and he sees the bad news. Marshall gets, I don't know, would Aaron potentially go for a bluff on the end? Kind of feels like if he doesn't go for the bluff raise against the 80, then there's a pretty good chance that he just wouldn't go for it at all. We will never know as Marshall decides to go 80 and does get the absolute. Wow, what a sick value bet to get king high included in that call range versus your $80 donk. Pretty sweet. Nice play. There was multiple good plays and a couple of questionable plays by both players in that hand, in my opinion. Very fun one. A lot of fun. All right, and we've got Aaron limping in here. We know Tito's going to be in there. How is it? He limps in as well. And now we got DFS on the button. He's going to make a play at it. He goes for a little raisy daisy here. He's got the 9-6 offsuit, but he has the oh so powerful button. Me and my buddies love talking about that button like it's the castle of the game, and your objective is to defend the castle and try and operate from within it as often as possible, because that gives you so many additional defense mechanisms against the approaching enemy. I love that one. Shout out to Chris, who really illustrates that one better than I can. I love it. And DFS does get a pair here. He is Gonna c-bet into a multi-way pot after his little button bump it up. Gets one non-believer from Aaron with a very loose backdoor float here. Which if he decides to make a play at it might work. No, he just wanted to see if his hand improved, it looks like. Just kind of maybe looking for a specific card to bluff on. I mean, obviously a club is nice. A 3 or a 5 would give him a gut shot. He did get an ace there, but maybe he feels like that ace is actually kind of good for DFS and decides he doesn't want to try and bluff on that one. I don't know. I don't mind the float that much because, well, what can I say? I don't mind the float that much if you're planning to make a play at it. I don't love it if you're planning to call and then just check it down. And guys, yes, we are waiting on the table mic. It will arrive any second. Looking forward to that. And you guys will see how different it is having the table mic versus just having the silent audio. And GB giving the nice little shout out. Appreciate that, buddy. Actually haven't been in the booth in a while, and this is my first time doing it by myself, so those two dynamics, we'll see what they create. They've created like a little bit of rough patches so far, where typically you get handed off to your compadre here in the booth, but it could also create some nice flow. Let's just see. We got 33 of you guys here with us right now. We appreciate you guys being here. We're going to have a good time tonight. We got 4 hours of nonstop poker action. And we are back into it right now. So, guys, this looks like it was a quadruple straddle, maybe. I think we had 2, 5, 10, 20, 40 here. And then it just folds. Yeah. Wow, guys, this was a quadruple straddle right here off the bat. Oh, my gosh, this action is flying. And we've got it just folds around to the 2 straddles. And we're going to be heads up to a flop here. We got queen 7, 4. 2 hearts, kind of nothing for either guy. I say the action's flying. Of course, this hand is very slow so far, but anytime you've got people putting 4 straddles on in a 2-5 game and the 40 is already going on, you know it's going to be an action-packed game. That's all I can say. And now Bobby turns a little open-ender. Tito does have kind of a crafty hand here. He's got a gut shot. He's got an overcard. Maybe he could represent, like, if a heart comes in. No, he just lets it go. Bobby makes a pretty big stab there. I didn't see how much it was. Sorry, guys. 2 something. Which is big relative to the game being a 2-5 game, but not... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I must have missed that. That couldn't have been 2... Let's see, it was 80, 90, 100, so... Wow, it was huge. Yeah, he went like 200 or something there with his open-ender. I mean, I kind of love it, actually, when it checks through. People so underuse that, like, multi-pot sizing. I mean, when it... Oh, here we go, boys. Okay. Whoa, it sounds trippy. Uh-oh. Okay, hopefully that just sorts itself out here in a second. I'll have to ask Eric about that one. Eric, if you can hear me, maybe you can let me know if it's going to sort itself out or if we need to do something manually in here to get it sorted out, but it sounds kind of warped and trippy. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down for a minute. We got Rosey going picture right into the camera. I love that. Probably doing social media promo. Can you hear it?
No, it's not gonna work. Then I would have to restart everything.
Oh, I kind of feel like we need to.
I can then. We can.
I'm sorry, Eric. It's just gonna be so hard to talk against no backdrop the whole time. Oh no, I'm so sorry, guys, but I think we might have to restart it. And I know that's kind of on me for not wanting to talk with no table mic, but I just feel like it's going to be tough to go 3 hours because it's like makes you kind of self-conscious when you're just talking against nothing. Having the table mic is huge, so I think I'm going to have Eric come in here and restart it, and I'm really sorry about that. But you'll just have to be one click away, and we'll be right back in here, and I promise you that it is going to be super sharp when we are back. I'm just going to keep it on for now until Eric has a moment.